California. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And here we go from L.A. Valus Jones now on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
It was a tough season, Kate, in New Orleans a year ago. Coaching changes, lots of injuries to that offensive line. And Spencer, as a fifth-rounder, was thrown right into the fire as a rookie. But he persevered, he endured. Now he's going to get a chance to compete for the job this year.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rattler. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So 4th down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. Back deep for the Rams, it's Xavier Smith. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the 3rd time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running right, it's Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's Nice tackle with the first down yardage.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They pick the handoff now, Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a 21-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down.
Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Williams now on 1st and 10. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Now we have a member of the Saints injured after that play and obviously in need of some assistance. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. It's complete to Higbee. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
From the red zone now. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Stafford throwing again. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown! The Rams have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. This New Orleans offense ready up for its second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap to Rattler. down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up second down and 21. Now Rattler. Short pass brought in. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here he goes, third and long. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Third and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to. You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Stafford now on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Stafford now on first down. Caught, nice game left side. And he is down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's another Rams first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Catch made right side by Nakua. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Now Stafford again. Complete. It's Atwell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Saints get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Okay, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. He keeps this one himself. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Rattler to the air now. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now Rattler on the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. They give to Camaro, left side. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, kid, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
On 3rd down, here's Rattler. It's complete. This is Olave. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rattler now off the play action. Steps up, and he's running with it.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. On the gun, Rattler. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, King, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
once again, Kai Kroger out for the punt. Xavier Smith out for a return. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds his back. Kyron Williams. It's a small gain up to the 38. Justin Reed with the tackle.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd down now. They need 7. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He finds Adams, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's good for our Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford has him on the quick hitter. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now, 7 to go. It's Stafford once more. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. He gets a pick up of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've got a man in motion. Straight ahead with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another run for Williams. And that's not what the offense dials up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Saints into the dime for this 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Jade, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. Ball in the left hash, charging down the middle, and they block it. It's picked up inside the 45.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's a give inside to Camaro. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Rattler back to throw. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Third and long for him here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up fourth and long.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Kai Kroger on for this punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And standout special teams play kept these guys from getting 3 out of that last drive. Probably not looking to leave anything to chance this time around. Take this one in for 6.
And the best way to keep a field goal from getting blocked is not to even put the field goal unit on the field. The extra point unit, that's what they're aiming for.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. They send a receiver in motion right. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's caught for the first. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. 16 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Up the gut they go with Williams. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Chase Young bringing him down there.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Third and long now for Stafford. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Here's Rattler. 1st and 10. He'll try and run this. Get some space around midfield. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They gain 14 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
14. 1st down, New Orleans.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's across midfield into Rams territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He's calling his own number again. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Gain of 17 yards.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Saints, with some work to do, trailing in this game. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Kamara will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. touchdown. They recover, and this is going to be a touchback.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. Unfortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
Out come the Rams on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Dump off pass to Williams. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Stafford from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Full momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. A stop made at the 36.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Stafford's going to throw once more. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. That's good for our Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports. And we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. And they really lean on that passing game in the 1st half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. Second half starts with a run by Williams. Crashes through a tackle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Even with everything he wrapped up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. No repeat success of that last run, as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They send the tight end in motion. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That one complete to Higbee. And they take him down right along the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams double their lead to 14.
Saints nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. Tricks away from one. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Saints still running back Alvin Kamara, trotting back out to the field. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. New Orleans has the offense set. And all right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. On the gun, Rattler. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's Rattler. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. He takes off with it. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Counter give to Kamara. Solid run in here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Another run for Kamara. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Brought down at the 31. An 8-yard pickup. And the Saints 1st
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They've got first down from the 31. Rattler to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A gain of 9 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense. He had another chance to take a shot on him.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. They kick the running back in motion. Rattler setting to throw. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
The Rams into the dime. 3rd down coming. Throw here. 3rd down. He's running for it. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints start the 2nd half with some needed points. Now, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Grouping adds the extra point. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Saints 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Blake Corum now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath, turn some of the momentum in the building.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Stafford to throw. Screen here for Williams. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 from the 41. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. We call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down.
He was brought down by Kool-Aid and Scream. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. Able to find Nakua here. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak with Stafford. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Rams, first down. First and 10.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down throw here for Stafford. It was caught. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Williams. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off. A little bit of penetration. You don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Rattler trying to get on 2nd. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
On 3rd down, here's Rattler. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. He's on the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
The Saints cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Whittington now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. We hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's second and inches.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, second and inches. Stafford back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pete Warner has it. And the Saints are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Here comes the Saints offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
It's caught right side by Johnson. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 28 out of that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Kamara now on first and 10. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Running behind center with Kamara. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here he goes, 3rd and long. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. The close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
Here's an important kick now for Blake Grupe. From 37 yards in the right hash.
37-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Here's Grupe on now to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Stafford now on 1st down. And it's caught by Williams. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. Sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got his man again. It's Adams. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Gives him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Play action now for Stafford. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
24 yards. That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Stafford's going to throw once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Running right, it's Williams. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Atwell, the motion man here. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
This This one of the biggest moments of the game for Joshua Carty. His only previous one thus far was blocked. Kicked well, and this is good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game.
You know, Kate, that may not seem like much. I just go 1 for 2 as a kicker, but it's a whole lot different just psychologically for these guys to see one go through because they may need him at some point later in this game.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Now Rattler on the play fake. Stepping up, and he's going to run. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. They send the tight end in motion left. They run it from the gun with Kamara. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, and his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At their 48-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Kamara. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. In motion right is Cooks. Here he is on 3rd and short. Connection made to Shaheed. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Rattler now off the play action. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Has it in close. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Motioning the tight end left. Back to throw it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Stafford from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. He's back to throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
The Rams are set to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, Rattler. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. He'll try and run this. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. We give on second to Kamara. And he's not going to get anything as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Saints pushing to get within range for a game winner. To throw. This finds its target. That's Hill. He's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Saints first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And off headed right, Kamara. He's got it in the red zone. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have taken the lead late. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
17.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Rams headed out to the field now. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be. Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing now. Got a man, that's McCoy. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Straight ahead with Williams. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. The run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So it's a win for the Saints. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.